Welcome back students. In our first video we have seen about the structure of typical flower, the structure of androecium, the structure of stamen, the structure of microspore, and at the end of the lecture we were on pollination. What is pollination? The transfer of pollen grains from anther to the receptive stigma is called as pollination, and that pollen grains they have carried out by various agents or agencies. These agents or agencies are of two types that we have studied earlier, biotic and abiotic. In biotic, many organisms are involved, like insects, entomophily, like bird, ornithophily, like bats, chiropterophily. Many more are there. There is ant pollination also, myrmecophily. There is a snake pollination also, ophiophily. There is a snail pollination also, malacophily. Different agencies are there, and in abiotic there are main two factors are there that are important. Keep in mind, one is the air or wind pollination, that is anemophily, and second is the water pollination, that is the hydrophily. So that was regarding to the pollination. Now today in this video we are going to see the most important aspect, that is the development of male gametophyte. Development of male gametophyte, right? Development of male gametophyte. Our name of chapter is sexual reproduction in angiosperm. Sexual reproduction in angiosperm, and this is the video number 2, right? In first video we have seen the structure of typical flower and all these things. Now in this video number 2 we are going to focus on the development of male gametophyte. As we know that this is the microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell is diploid, it undergoes meiosis and formed into microspores, right? These are the microspores. 4 microspores are produced from one microspore mother cell. These are the microspores, and this microspore now at this stage, how the microspore is, it is unicellular, uninucleated, having cytoplasm, having 2 wall layers, intine and exine with spines and all these things that we have already seen. Now these microspores, they are now still present inside the anther, right? They are still present inside the anther and they divide by the process of mitosis. Keep in mind one thing, in the life cycle of cell there is only one time meiosis. Once meiosis is formed, thereafter there is no meiosis. Mitosis can take place several times. So this is the microspore, this is one celled haploid, it undergoes mitosis, right? Mitosis, and formed into 2 cells, right? The 2 cells, these 2 cells are tube cell and generative cell. One is the tube cell, second is the generative cell. The 2-celled structure is there. Means, as we know that this is the microspore, this is also microspore, but this microspore is 1-celled, this microspore is 2-celled, right? And as this microspore is definitely divide and evolved in the formation of male gametophyte, we can say this is 1-celled male gametophyte, this is 2-celled male gametophyte, and this 2-celled male gametophyte or 2-celled microspore, now they are carried away with the help of different agents or agencies. Means the development of male gametophyte takes place in 2 steps. Which are these 2 steps? First step, before pollination, because still now there is no pollination. Microspores are present inside the anther, means this is the situation before pollination. This is the part 1, before pollination. Now the microspores are carried away with the help of agents. They are deposited on the stigma. This is the typical stigma. We are going to see the detailed structure thereafter, right? This is the typical stigma. This is the stigma. This one is the style, and this is the ovary. Microspores are deposited here, right? Microspores are deposited here. Now these microspores, when they fall on the stigma, how they are? They are two-celled. Means during pollination, microspores are how many celled? Two-celled. Which are these two cells? Generative cell and tube cell. Now what happens? These two-celled microspores, as well as they fall on the stigma recognize the microspores. He recognizes stigma. If the microspores are of that same species, then this stigma stimulates the microspore by releasing some sticky substances, sugary substances. It contains some chemicals, due to which what happens? See, when the microspores are fall here, they are having two wall layers, exine and intine, right? The exine ruptures, this exine ruptures, and intine comes out in the form of tube. मैं यहाँ पे निकालता हूँ बड़ा, ये देखिए, this is the intine, this is the exine. Inside two cells are there, generative cell and tube cell. Exine ruptures and intine comes out in the form of tube, right? Tube nucleus is here, generative nucleus is here. Now mitosis number 3, right? Now mitosis number 3. What happens in mitosis 2? In mitosis 2, what happens? This cell again divide and formed into two male gametes. Means सबसे आगे कौन है? ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस है. उसके पीछे कौन है? दो मेल गैमेट है. ये सारा साइटोप्लाज्म न्यूक्लियस नीचे आ गया. ये आगे का है ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस. This is the tube nucleus and these two are the male gametes. इसको क्या बोलेंगे हम? Male gametes. Means fully developed male gametophyte is three-celled. It is having three cells. One is a tube nucleus, you can see it is as a cell, and two male gametes are there. And as these two male gametes are non-motile, they are carried away with the help of tube. Therefore, this tube is called as pollen tube. क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Pollen tube. So we can say the male gametophyte in angiosperm is how many celled? Three-celled, right? Keep all the events here, keep in mind. First one is the microspore mother cell. It is diploid, undergoes meiosis, formed into 4 microspores. All 4 are alive, all 4 can be germinated. The process of formation of microspore from microspore mother cell is called as microsporogenesis. Now, each and every microspore is developed into male gametophyte, and this development takes place into 2 steps. First step, before pollination. Second step, after pollination. What happens before pollination? The unicellular, uninucleated microspore divides into 2 cells, that is generative cell and tube cell. Right? Now, these 2-celled microspores or 2-celled male gametophyte, you can say, because it must be developed into male gametophyte. They are deposited on the stigma. Means when the microspores are deposited on the stigma, they are how many celled? 2-celled. Which are the 2 cells? Generative cell and tube cell. Now the exine ruptures because the stigma stimulates some sticky, sugary substances. Exine ruptures. Intine comes out in the form of tube. This tube is called as pollen tube. In pollen tube, first number 1 there is tube nucleus, followed by generative nucleus. Mitosis number 2 takes place in which cell? Generative cell, generative nucleus, and divides and formed into 2 male gametes. In that way, there are 3 cells or 3 nuclei, tube nucleus and 2 male gametes. This is the fully developed male gametophyte. This is a fully developed male gametophyte. It is having with 3 cells. आई बात समझ में? Now another more important aspect, development of female gametophyte. Friends, keep in mind these all are the very important aspects. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये, क्यों? तो भी ये 11th में भी है, 12th में भी है, 11th में it is in 2 chapters. So many times questions are asked in the NEET examination. Now our next heading is development of female gametophyte. Development of female gametophyte. स्टार्टिंग से जाएंगे. फ्लावर आंखों के सामने आया, फ्लावर का स्ट्रक्चर आपको दिख रहा है, पेडिसिल, थैलामस, फ्लोरल हॉरल्स, कैलिक्स कैरोलाइनोसियम, गाइनोसियम. सबको छोड़ दो, किसको लो? गाइनोसियम, राइट. गाइनोसियम इज द innermost floral whorl, right. Gynoecium is also called as pistil. How the gynoecium? This is the typical gynoecium, is having 3 parts, which are the stigma, style, ori. This is the stigma, this one is the style, this one is the ori, right. So stigma, style and ori, these are the 3 parts of the gynoecium. Now come to the ovary. This is the ovary. I enlarge it. ये ovary है, right. ovary के अंदर ovule है. This is the ovule. The ovary. This is the ovary wall. This is the ovule. The ovule is also called as megasporangium. अच्छी तरह से याद रखना है. ovule is also called as megasporangium. Now see the structure of ovule. मैं उसको इधर लेता हूँ. This is the ovule, right. अभी आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा होगा. The ovule is attached to the ovary wall with the help of placenta. And that is the placentation also. Position of ovule where it is present is called the placentation. We will see in the next video. Now this is the ovule. Now how the ovule, I make it enlarge. This is the ovule. Ovule को मैं enlarge करता हूँ. Ovule is having central large diploid massive tissue, and this tissue is called as nucellus. क्या बोलेंगे इसको? nucellus, right. It is called as the nucellus, and that nucellus is covered by protective layers, and these protective layers are called as integuments. Sometime 1 integument, sometime there may be 2 integuments are also there. So this is the ovule. How the ovule is? Ovule is integumented megasporangium. It is having 2 coverings, and in the ovule there is a large massive diploid parenchymatous tissue. This whole is the tissue. This is diploid parenchymatous. Massive means with full of food material. Now, and this nucellus is covered by integuments, sometimes 1, sometimes 2. Protective coverings are called as integuments, right. And these integuments, they arise from a point. This point of arisement or point of arising of integuments is called as chalaza. These integuments totally cover the nucellus, but at some point they leave a gap, and that gap that was left by the integument is called as micropyle. Means we can say there are 2 ends, 2 poles, chalzal end towards micropyle, micropillar end. And basically the ovule is having 2 parts. That is, one is the stalk. This is the stalk, and second portion is called as body. One is stalk, second is body, and this body is having the central large diploid tissue, that is the nucellus. Now nucellus, one of the cell from the nucellus, it enlarges in size. Any cell, probably from the center, it enlarges in the size. How it enlarges? By absorbing food material from the surrounding cells. And this cell is called as megaspore mother cell. This is called as megaspore mother cell. And this megaspore mother cell is diploid. It is diploid. मैं इसको बाहर निकालता हूँ, एक्चुअली वो वहीं पे रहता है, क्योंकि मेगास्पोर का जैसे माइक्रोस्पोर का पॉलिनेशन हुआ वैसा मेगास्पोर का नहीं होता है. मेगास्पोर रिमेन एज इट इज इनसाइड द मेगास्पोरेंजियम, इनसाइड द ओहुल. So this megaspore undergoes meiosis and formed into 4 megaspore in the linear. Linear means one below one. Therefore, this is called as linear tetrad. As 4 megaspores are present, one below one, it is called as a linear tetrad. And what happens? Out of these 4, generally upper 3 are degenerated and only one become functional, right? Means this is the functional megaspore. Functional megaspore means finally what happens? One megaspore mother cell give rise to how many megaspores? 4. And how many functional megaspore? 1. Means finally you can say one megaspore, it produces only one functional megaspore. And how the megaspore is? This megaspore is unicellular, uninucleated, haploid, of course, as it is formed after meiosis. And this haploid megaspore, where it is here, all phenomenon takes place inside. Mean this is the megaspore mother cell, undergoes meiosis, formed into 4 megaspore. 4 में से 3 degenerate हो गए, रह गया 1. This is the functional megaspore, right? Now this functional megaspore enlarges in size, right? It enlarges in size. देखो इसका साइज बड़ा हो गया. इसके अंदर एक न्यूक्लियस है, मैं यहाँ पे लेता हूँ, सेम आई ड्रॉ हेयर आल्सो, राइट. अब इसमें क्या हो गया? माइटोसिस नंबर 1, क्योंकि एक बार मियोसिस हो गया, अभी मियोसिस होता नहीं, माइटोसिस होता है, तो बन गए इसमें के 2 न्यूक्लियस, एक के 2, राइट. 2 न्यूक्लियस, बोथ न्यूक्लियस they migrate toward opposite ends, therefore these are called as a polars. इसको क्या बोलेंगे? polars, as they shifting toward the opposite poles. Now this is the mitosis number 1. now mitosis number 2, तो क्या बन गया? ऊपर 1 का 2, नीचे 1 का 2, राइट. mitosis number 3, M3, तो ऊपर 2 थे तो कितना बन गए? 4, नीचे 4. मीन्स इन ऑल हाउ मेनी न्यूक्लियर देयर? 8 न्यूक्लियर देयर. मीन्स 8 न्यूक्लिएटेड स्ट्रक्चर इज फॉर्म्ड, राइट. नाउ देयर आफ्टर देयर इज नो माइटोसिस. देन व्हाट हैपेंस? आउट ऑफ 4, राइट, 1 कम्स टुवर्ड सेंटर. Out of 4, 1 come towards center. How many remaining towards upper side? 3. Towards lower side 3, and in the center 2 nuclei are there. So what happens? The 3 nuclei got covered by 3 cell walls. Here are also 3 cell walls, 3 cells. Here are also 3 cells. In center 2 nucleus is there, covered by single cell. मीन्स हाउ मेनी सेल्स आर देयर? ऊपर 3 सेल है, नीचे 3 सेल है, राइट. तो ऊपर के जो 3 सेल है यहाँ पे, इसको हम बोलेंगे एंटीपोडल्स. बीच में का जो सेल है इसके अंदर कितना न्यूक्लियस है? 2 न्यूक्लियस है, याद रखना है। बाकी हर एक सेल में एक एक न्यूक्लियस है। तो ये जो डबल न्यूक्लियस वाला है इसको क्या बोलेंगे हम? डेफिनेटिव न्यूक्लियस। डेफिनेटिव न्यूक्लियस। और नीचे जो 3 है इसमें का सेंटर को हम क्या बोलेंगे? 1। बाजू की जो 2 है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? सिनर्जिड्स। 1 और सिनर्जिड्स दोनों को एक जगह पे क्या बोलेंगे हम? एक apparatus। आया समझ में? So this is the fully developed female gametophyte. Means in that female gametophyte, how many cells are there? 7 cells are there. How many nucleus are there? 8 nucleus are there. The fully developed female gametophyte is 7-celled and 8 nucleated. Which are the 7 cells? 3 antipodals. Towards lower side there are 3 cells. Center one is egg having 2 assistants, you can say. These are called synergids. And in the center single cell with 2 nucleus, that is called definitive nucleus, right? Or it is the another name is also there, secondary nucleus or secondary nucleus. So this is the structure of the female gametophyte. Means in angiosperm the male gametophyte is 3-celled and female gametophyte is 7-celled. This is the female gametophyte, development of female gametophyte. Once again we revise all the points regarding the development of female gametophyte. The female gametophyte is formed from the megaspore. As you focus on the structure of the flower, the 4th part is gynoecium. Gynoecium is having 3 parts, stigma, style and ovary. Inside the ovary there is ovule. How the ovule? Ovule is having 2 parts. One is stalk, or it is also called as funicle. Stalk or funicle or funiculus. Keep in mind, important points are there. जो भी पॉइंट्स हमारे लेफ्ट रह गए थे वो अभी और कवर करेंगे हम. स्टॉक, फनिकल और फनिकुलस. दिस इज द स्टॉक. सेकंड वन इज द बॉडी. द स्टॉक इज अटैच्ड टू द बॉडी. हाउ द बॉडी इज? Body is having central, large, massive, diploid tissue, right? And this is called as nucellus. How the nucellus is? Nucellus is parenchymatous. See, I sketch once again. This is the nucellus, right? How the nucellus is? It is diploid, it is parenchymatous, having the cells with full of food material. The nucellus is covered by the integuments, 1 or 2 integuments. If there is 1 integument, that is unitegmic. If there are 2 integuments, this is called the bitegmic. Now, these integuments are arising from a point. This point of arising of integument is called as chalaza, right? The end is called as a chalazal end. These integuments totally cover the nucellus, but they leave a gap towards one end. This gap is called as a micropyle, and the end is called as a micropillar end. Means in short, you can say the whole is having 2 parts and 2 ends. 2 parts, stalk and body. 2 ends, chalazal end and micropillar end. Inside that is the nucellus. One of the cell from the nucellus enlarges in size, right? बड़ा हो गया. This enlarged cell is called as megaspore mother cell. The megaspore mother cell undergoes meiosis. Formed into how many megaspores? Bolo, 4 megaspore. The formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell is called as megasporogenesis. As like the formation of microspores from microspore mother cell is called as microsporogenesis. Genesis, to form into new. Now, and this out of this 4 megaspore, see, this is the megaspore mother cell, undergoes meiosis, formed into 4 megaspore, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are one below one, therefore this is called as a linear tetrad. It's not like in microspore mother cell. In microspore mother cell, what happens? There is a tetralocular tetrad. They are not one below one. They are joined together. Tetralocular tetrad in microspores. In megaspore, there is a linear tetrad. In microspore mother cell, one microspore give rise to 4 microspore. All 4 are functional. There is no degeneration. But in megaspore mother cell, one megaspore mother cell divides into 4 megaspores, and out of 4, 3 are degenerated. Keep in mind. And these all they provide food material to the 4th one. Right? Mean this is a functional megaspore. समझो आपको अगर क्वेश्चन पूछा गया कि फ्रॉम वन माइक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल हाउ मेनी फंक्शनल माइक्रोस्पोर्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड? 4. One microspore mother cell give rise to 4 microspores and all are functional. But one megaspore mother cell, it produces 4 megaspores, but all are not functional, because out of 4, 3 are degenerated and only 1 becomes functional, and this is called as a functional megaspore. And this functional megaspore, right now this is the functional megaspore. This functional megaspore is having 1 nucleus, undergoes mitosis, formed a 2 nucleus, mitosis 2, 4 nucleus, mitosis 3, 8 nucleus, 4 ऊपर 4 नीचे, 4 में से एक सेंटर में आया, नीचे के 4 में से एक सेंटर में गया, सेंटर में हो गए 2, ऊपर 3, नीचे 3, बीच में 2. हाउ मेनी न्यूक्लियस आर देयर? 8 न्यूक्लियस आर देयर. ऊपर के 3 के न्यूक्लियस के ऊपर 3 सेल, नीचे के 3 न्यूक्लियस के ऊपर 3 सेल, बीच में 2 न्यूक्लियस के ऊपर 1 सेल. So the fully developed female gametophyte is how many celled? 3 plus 3 plus 1, 7 celled. Nucleus 3 plus 3 plus 2, 8 nucleated. Therefore the fully developed female gametophyte is 7 celled and 8 nucleated. So friend, that is regarding the development of the female gametophyte. That's all for today. In our next video, we are going to see the most important aspect, that is the double fertilization. Thank you.